mom visit, but she know she gon' be babysitting. Said you got to make another from the way he hitting. Think I'm kidding, she forgetting what the dick do. Start a movie that we know we ain't gon' get through. On a boat with ambrosia on the menu. Treating every night like a flight I attend to. Zoom, up and away. Looking stunning in your shades like we come from the bay. Moonlight is at the stage when I'm running the play. A short stay holiday, got it coming your way.
If it feels good, let me know. I saw you right, make it real good. Yeah, girl, I'ma take my time. Then I fold you up. Oh, it tastes so sweet, just like ambrosia.
The way I hit it, it's a chart climber. You been forgetting how I did it, giving Alzheimer's. But I'ma work it out like I'm doing all-nighters. And I just need a few hours like a part-timer. I'm a real gentleman, ho so quick with the draws, I'm still penciling. Hitting all these bitches with nars, I'm not feeling them. But you're such a work of art, sometimes I just get lost and start scribbling. The sky got lines that bring the stars out. And I'm so high, I'm about to fall out. That body a crime without the knives out. But I'll find time that we can carve out. Just thinking of feeding you on a sofa. My queen is only feasting on ambrosia. How she treat me got me feeling like Jehovah. Sweet as iced tea in Arizona. You know
if it feels good, let me know. I saw you right, I make it real good. Yeah, girl, I'ma take my time. Then I fold you up. Oh, it tastes so sweet, just like ambrosia. If it feels good, let me know. I saw you right, I make it real good. Yeah, girl, I'ma take my time. Then I fold you up. Oh, it tastes so sweet, just like ambrosia.
Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. I just finished making a little breakfast. We have some eggs, some Canadian bacon, which I burned a little, but that's fine, and an Oikos Pro yogurt. I always try to get as much protein as I can in breakfast because I feel like my desire to keep getting mega amounts of protein definitely like tapers off during the day. Today is Monday. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day and nothing else. Obviously, I'm off today for the holiday and I'm going to try to make this a productive but not overly stressful day. Right now, I'm stressed because there's all this stuff in my living room. I pulled out last night more things that have to go to the donation or recycle bins. I packed away all of my like summer things, so like shorts, bathing suits, all that, into a bin, so that's ready to go. And I'd like to start packing some of these books. I actually had planned to do this last week, but if you watched my last vlog, you know that last week was just like a dud. So I'm going to eat, shower, and try to like tidy up a bit in here, and then I'm gonna go and buy some moving supplies. I really do want to film today my favorite books of 2024, but I just honestly, the spirit of filming is not on me outside of this vlog, so we'll see how far I get in that. At some point today I need to update my planner. I'm still using my B6 Slim Sterling Ink Common Planner and I am really loving this planner. I also have been using these, I don't know if I've ever shown these in a vlog, but from Randy.Plans, I bought all of her 2025 date sticker. This is in the color natural beige, I want to say, but it's basically like a little date sticker for each day of the year. So you'll see I haven't updated my planner since Friday and today is Monday, but I just add them right to the page, and that just like is one less thing that makes the pages a little bit more uniform. I think one thing about like a planner that's as free as this one is that you do feel like there's no structure, so small things like this help me to just add a little bit of structure in to my day-to-day planning. But I've really been enjoying having the open grid pages so I can make my daily plan. I haven't been using a full page per day. I've been putting about 2 days worth of like to-do list or whatever on each page, and then if I need to like make a brain dump or like do a list, I have a page in here of just random measurements because I'm measuring things in prep for the move. So it's still working really, really well for me. And I just love that everything is in one book versus having like a Hobonichi weeks to plan my week and then a notebook to be like my daily to-do list bullet journal type situation. This has been working really, really well. I also want to spend some time on my current read. I'm still really enjoying and reading Wicked by Gregory Maguire. This is the book that inspired the musical that inspired the film. I'm about 60 pages, a little over 60 pages in now. Alphaba just said her first words not too long ago, and yeah, wow. I think after this chapter, I meet Glinda, which I'm very excited to meet Glinda. Actually, I wonder... Yeah, part 2 is next. Oh, yeah. About to meet Glinda the Good. So, it's definitely, like, different. We're getting the chapter that I just read. So, there's, like, a traveler that comes to stay with Elphaba, her parents, and her nanny. We just found out that her mother, Milena, is pregnant again. So, I'm assuming this is Nessa Rose that she's pregnant with. But I believe in the book there's actually 3 siblings, not just 2. So, maybe it's not Nessa. Oh no, it probably is still Nessa. So she's pregnant with Nessa Rose. They just found out. Because this book was written by a man, there's a lot of weird, like, there's a lot of weird just like characterizations of how like lusty her mom is. Like they're really trying to, if you don't get that she will do with anyone, you really get that driven home. And I would be okay with that. They also told us like there was like a longing for affection that she had, or like, I don't know. It's just, it seems so like judgy and mean, honestly. So there's like a little bit of speculation I feel about like who the father of the baby she's pregnant with is. Like it's not explicitly said by many, but it's implied that there is like some speculation. But yeah, I'm at that part in the book. So Elphaba is still really young. She's still like under 2, maybe closer to 2 now. They're trying to like socialize her. It's really weird, but it's definitely different than the show and movie in a lot of ways, which I knew. One thing that I keep waiting for, obviously, is the introduction of the animal plot, and I just started to get a little bit of that. So like I was saying, there's this traveler that's been staying with them, and he is oh my god, what do they call it? A quad something? Oh, it's gonna bother me if I don't know exactly. He's a quadling, and where he's from, they like, I guess those people are like very much looked down on, like a lower class or caste, and he's talking about like all these changes that are happening where he's from and that he knows that there's like trouble coming. So I guess we're getting a taste of like how the political system is starting to turn in Oz. In the book too, Elphaba's father, Frex, is also a minister. And so there's a lot of mention of like how different religions have been impacting Oz. So if you're the politics and like political intrigue of this is really, really interesting so far. But I want to make a dent in that. So I'm probably going to read a little bit more to get to part 2, and then I might switch to the audio when I do a little bit of cleaning up and tidying since I have that. But yeah, fingers crossed we make this a very productive day, but don't burn ourselves out before a short week at work starts. And short weeks are always more intense than regular weeks for some reason, so let's prepare. I am back on the couch. Today has been insanely productive. I worked out this morning. I didn't film this, but earlier in the day I went into my kitchen and I went under my sink. That's where all my like pots and pans and stuff are, and I just went through. There was some stuff back there that I don't use as often that definitely needed like a deep clean before it gets packed up. So I have those like soaking in the sink right now so I can clean them before they get packed. I didn't start going through any dishes because realistically I'm moving in about a little over a month. So I don't need to have access to all of my dishes. I'm not going to be hosting anyone over for dinner soon. This one little piece of hair that is like poking out is irritating me, but I'm going to try to stop touching my hair. So I don't want to pack all of my dishes, but I don't need all of my dishes either. So I'll probably pack like, I love a good mug, as I'm sure you all have noticed if you watch my content. So I'll probably pack up a bulk of the mugs, and then there's like some other things that I don't use as much, and just leave myself like the basics that I will need that I'll probably end up just like putting in a tote bag or something for the move and moving over. I went and bought some big boxes, mostly because I want to just start gauging how much can go in how many boxes and try to really guesstimate how many boxes I'm going to need. I've already reached out to movers, and I estimated that I'm going to need between 25 and 30 boxes. I don't know. That feels like a lot now. And those are big boxes. So obviously some stuff will go in small boxes. Some things will be in like medium-sized boxes. So we'll see where that nets out. But yeah, I got boxes. I got a little late lunch / early dinner, probably early dinner. I don't really see myself cooking tonight. I'll probably just make like a protein shake or something small and quick and fast. But I do want to start with the books that are in the corner of my living room that you can't see right now. Just start putting some of those in a box. Again, I really just want to gauge like, these are large boxes, and I know it's better to pack books in small boxes, but I wanted to use this one. One, because I think I can get that whole shelf's worth, that standing shelf's worth of books in it, and also just to like, again, see how many boxes it'll take to get all these big shelves and the little shelves I have in my bedroom completely packed, because the books are definitely like outside of furniture, the heaviest thing that has to go over to the new apartment. Otherwise, while I was doing my kitchen cleaning, I did listen to the audiobook of Wicked, and I got another like 60 or 70 pages read. So now I am in part 2. They are fully at Shiz. And wow, Shiz in the book is so different than Shiz on stage and in the film. Like, it's so different. And I knew it was going to be different, but like Madame Morrible is like way more sinister in the book. Like, she is evil. And yeah, Dr. Dillamond is, I mean, I feel like the characters there are pretty steady and similar, but right now almost all the players are on the board except for Fiyero. I have not gotten to Fiyero's entrance yet. So we've met Glinda. Obviously she's rooming with Elfie. We've met Bach. Nessa Rose is actually just now coming to Shiz, which is different than the book. I mean, than the stage play in the movie. In the movie and on stage, Elphaba and Nessa are at Shiz together. In the book, Elphaba goes to Shiz first, and in the second year, Nessa Rose comes to Shiz because she's younger. It's still a little off because Nessa Rose is like 3 years younger, so it's like interesting that they'd still be at college at the same time, but it's college, so you don't have to start at any given time. But yeah, I'm this far into the book. I clearly still have a ways to go, but I am liking it. There's definitely like some things in here that are a little strange, a little weird, but I'm enjoying it, and I definitely think I'm going to keep reading the series. At first, I really just wanted to read Wicked, but I'm enjoying this world. It's very quirky and very strange, but look at, like, I look like I have antlers. Like, why? Yeah, it's quirky and it's weird, and it's definitely so much darker than the stage play in the film. I mean, even the animal subplot, which I have gotten to, like the animals losing their rights, it feels a little bit darker than you see it on stage and in the film. But I am enjoying. This did not help my hair cause at all, but at least I guess I don't have antlers anymore. Anyway, right now it is almost 6 o'clock. I'm going to chill for like 30 minutes because I did a lot. And I also, being a short girl is so hard. Not because things are heavy. Like, I'm a pretty strong girl. I can carry a lot. All that's great. But when things are literally as long as your body, there's just like very few ways that you can comfortably transport things that are the same height as you. It would be like taking me and holding me in front of me and walking 4 blocks. Not hard, just not comfortable and not the easiest thing I've done all day. So carrying those boxes back was just like not a vibe, which is why I chose to eat at the restaurant instead of trying to carry my food and the boxes. And it's still like a little bit slippery and icy outside. It was just a lot going on, so I had to choose my battles, and that was the battle I chose. But since I did that and I literally almost slipped on ice twice, I'm gonna give myself like a good half hour to just woosah. My goal is to be in bed tonight by like 9:30, which is in 3.5 hours. So we can get a lot done in 3.5 hours. Do want something for dinner, and I remembered I had this wonton soup. If I'm remembering correctly, this is from Sprouts. I don't think it's Sprouts brand though. If I can go back and remember what brand it is, I will let you know or put it on the screen. But it's just like a wonton soup. It has bok choy, some dumplings. I think the dumplings either have chicken or shrimp in them, but these are so convenient when you want something just like a little something, not a lot, because you can just keep them in the freezer. And then you heat it up on the stove. You have dinner in like 5 minutes. So I'm going to have that. I'm going to throw some frozen edamame in there too. Edamame, random, has so much protein. 14 grams of protein in a serving. And a serving is 2/3 a cup. So I'll add some edamame in that for a little extra protein. I really have just been like laying on my couch fake watching YouTube videos and staring at the ceiling after I started putting books in that box. I did get that shelf cleared. I only put paperbacks in that box because it is so big and it's going to be so heavy. And I'll probably pull some out of that box and then just fill up the empty space in it with some paper or bubble wrap so the books don't shift around too much. But putting books in that box did help me contextualize how many boxes I think I'm going to need and how many it's going to take to get these books out. I remember when I first moved into this apartment, I didn't have as many books when I moved here as I do now, but my old apartment is only like 2 or 3 blocks away, and I had like I think 2 weeks between my move out and my move in, and so on my way to work every morning I would fill like 2 big tote bags with books and I would carry them to the new place and leave them here. I need to see, I know I have my original like moving vlog. If I can find it, I'll put a clip from like the wall of books I had when I first moved in. Whew. Good morning. I just struggle walked the block and a half from my old apartment to my new apartment with more stuff. So all these books I brought over in the past couple of days, those are books and bathroom items. Tonight, my friend who has a car is gonna help me, so I don't have to keep walking down the block with like overwhelming tote bags. She's helping me to bring bigger things, so like hampers, clothes, more books. So to think about what I moved in versus what I'm moving out, and I keep thinking about the layout. I haven't seen my my new apartment in person, obviously, in like a few weeks since I toured it originally. I'm gonna go back soon before move in to do some measuring, but I haven't been in the space, so I'm not struggling, but I'm still like working out where I'm gonna put everything, especially like some of my bedroom furniture, just because my bedroom here, my whole apartment here, it's very long and narrow, and this apartment is like what I would consider to be like pretty standard, like more square shape than rectangle shape. So I feel like things that I have gotten to fit very specifically in this long narrow way, I'm gonna have to reconfigure. And part of me is wondering, like, if now that I have like a little bit of a higher ceiling situation, I'm gonna want to go up instead of out, because right now I've gone very much out with my shelves and everything, but maybe I want to get floating shelves and go up instead in my living room and my bedroom. These are things that we can figure out once we go and measure, but for now I'm going to make dinner, and then I'm going to actually catch up in my planner. I'm really watching my dad's location to wait till he gets home. He's been at work. I just need to catch him up on some moving things, bring him back into the plan, and I'm waiting for him. So once he gets home, we're going to FaceTime Dad and eat, and then we'll update the planner. And then we're going to bed because I'm tired. I have work tomorrow. It's an in-office day tomorrow, and it's going to be like 2 degrees when I leave the house tomorrow. So I need to figure out what I'm wearing to commute to work. Probably like the thickest sweater that I own, but we will see.